we need to talk about some players returning, some impact players that may change the landscape of the NBA. Klay Thompson and Kyrie Irving are set to make their returns this week. 2022 is giving us our first present. Who do you feel is going to make the most impact in their return? Mind you, Kyrie Irving is still only relegated to playing away games, and he cannot play any games in the Barclays.
You want to go with Wayne, or you want me to go?
Go ahead, start this
one. So we can all agree that, I think we should all agree that, there is no such thing as a part-time NBA player. You feel me? That it just, there is no such thing as a part-time NBA player, because I would be part-time. I mean, I just feel like that messes up the chemistry more than anything, for real. Just you in and out of the lineup. You can have 5 road games in a row, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. And I don't like that. I feel like that messes up the team's mental state in the locker room. That can cause problems in the locker room. They might be friendly and stuff in the media outside, but in the locker room is a different story. I feel like only time will tell. We gonna see how it is in the playoffs, because we know they're gonna make the playoffs. And James Harden he's starting to not look like the same James Harden in Houston. So they really need Kyrie. Honestly, Kyrie is more, to me, Kyrie would be more important than James Harden. And that's just me. That is Kevin Durant's first. Let's get that right now. But I think Kyrie he needs to be there every game, because he's the second most important player to me. And he got, all the talent in the world. That's extra offensive power. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like having him in and out of the lineup, that messes the chemistry up very bad. And it gives an advantage to the opposing team when you're out of the lineup, because they don't have to create a game plan against you. They can focus on 2 stars instead of 3. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the big 2, it was the big 3 that was supposed to be created. So I just feel like, I don't know, man. It'll take a toll on a mental state, and I just feel like that's why they won't make it. They won't make it to the finals. That's what I'm saying.
So you say Kyrie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Klay, and the reason I'm gonna say Klay is more impactful.
Shoot.
I'm gonna say Klay more than before Kyrie. Only reason because I think you say how Brooklyn needs Kyrie, but they do have,
you're right,
another scorer. I think Curry is by himself. There's more pressure on Curry by himself. Draymond ain't, that big of a help. He's a good defensive player. He's a smart offensive player, but he's not a scorer. You take pressure off of Curry and you bring Klay, which is another sniper. It's like teams don't know what to do right now, because you got to worry about Klay and you have to worry about Curry. And then them two together is deadly. We already know what they've been through, what they did in the past. Now you bring them back. It's like, who I wouldn't want to play Golden State. And they pretty decent now without them, with the young players, Poole and Peyton. Then you just bring Klay, it's a problem.
I'm not.
You got something you feel like you want to say, X?
I'm so sorry. I apologize to Spot On Sports, man, for getting sidetracked. I like Wayne's point, and I did say I would want to go with Golden State. Like, you should fear Golden State 100%, even without Klay, because they one of the top teams in the West. I think probably the top team in the West. I'm not too sure.
They're number 1 currently.
Yeah. So just
and
imagine
that's without Klay.
Without Klay and Kevin Looney was out. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Looney plays a big part in that win too, because he's good on the switches, the pick and rolls and stuff. Kevin Looney's very dangerous too. And Joe Wiseman, is his name Joe? I feel like it's a different name, but it's James Wiseman. There we go. James Wiseman. He's a nice young dude coming up. So I just feel like when Klay, that's the missing piece to the puzzle for real. We all know I want my Lakers to be in the finals, but they so trash. I feel like Golden State will be in the finals at this moment right now.
But a lot of
wrong though. Oh, go ahead.
One thing that I will say, a lot of the points that you did make involving Kyrie Irving does lead to him being very important, because if it seems as though Brooklyn, even though they're winning games, are a very beatable team, they may actually need Kyrie more than Golden State, who was already a number 1 seed,
Yeah.
and they make it to the finals without Klay. I don't personally believe that the Brooklyn Nets can make it to the finals without Kyrie Irving. But I don't believe that the Brooklyn Nets can make it to the finals with Kyrie Irving being a part-time player. But there is no chance that they're going to be able to make it to the finals with Kevin Durant playing all of these minutes and James Harden not being 100% plus COVID. If they lose 1 or 2 players in any given game or any given series, it's over for them. And that's difficult.
And I'm glad you said that, because I just thought about it. Let's just say, hypothetically, if Chicago Bulls had the full strength, had the versus the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie in and out of the lineup. So Chicago got a great chance to get 2 games already off of Brooklyn.
Just without even having to necessarily worry about
you feel
playing
me? Like,
the exact same team.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into it, and that's something that we're gonna have to monitor for the rest of the season.